I would like to kick off some thoughts about fireworks. I want to talk to you about the dangers of fireworks. My points will be simple and straightforward. During 2011, there were 9,600 injuries in hospital emergency rooms due to injuries from fireworks. 1/4 of those injuries, or 2,400 to do the math, 1/4 of those injuries were to children under 15. But what's even more disturbing is that 3/4 of those 9,600 injuries were to adults. Adults are the ones that provide children guidance. And so the message being, adults, please help us prevent fireworks-related injuries. In 2011, there were nearly 18,000 fires reported in the United States from fireworks. They resulted in $32 million worth of property damage. Due to a lack of rainfall this year, as with most years, particularly the third year of a drought, we, the CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department, are extremely concerned about the dangers of fireworks and the risks of injuries and death to people, but also the risk to our environment with wildfire. The enforcement in Riverside County represents zero tolerance. The Riverside County Board of Supervisors several years ago enacted an ordinance that forbids all fireworks in the unincorporated areas. That means there are no safe and sane fireworks allowed, because safe and sane are not safe and sane. There are no safe and sane, and there are no illegal fireworks allowed. Please take advantage of the public displays for fireworks and don't engage in the use of fireworks. We can make a difference. We, being the citizenry and the public safety organizations, can make a difference. And so with that, I ask everyone to enjoy the public safety or public fireworks displays and to leave those displays to the professionals.
You know, we have the 4th of July weekend coming up just around the corner. It's on us right now. And we're going to be out celebrating with our families and our friends, you know, the birth of this great country. We're going to parades, barbecues, going to the beach, swimming pools. It's a time of great joy and celebration. Don't ruin it by buying and using illegal fireworks. They're not safe. They're not sane. There's just no way you can win. Don't do it. Keep that in mind. Think about not only just yourself, but think about the people around you. If something happens, it not only ruins it for you, you ruin it for all your friends and your families, and it could be worse than just ruin your weekend. You can maim yourself and even kill yourself. Don't do it.
The 4th of July is a celebration of independence. It's an opportunity, just as echoed by the Board of Supervisors, for families to come together, celebrate, barbecues, and colorful displays of fireworks. We're asking you, the community, the citizens, the parents, to be responsible and to make sure that you take advantage of the opportunities that the County of Riverside has provided with the professional, organized displays of fireworks. On 4th of July 2013, we responded to 628 calls for service related to the possession and illegal use of firearms. Be a part of the solution. Help us to protect you and the community. The Riverside County Sheriff's Department will be out patrolling the unincorporated areas and the contract cities, and we will be enforcing zero tolerance as it relates to the possession and illegal use of fireworks. Keeping you and your family safe is our primary concern. We would like this to be a memorial 4th of July, and we're asking you, please do the right thing so that we continue to protect not only our communities, but the citizens and the children. Thank you.
Our code enforcement staff has been working diligently over the last month verbally to be able to talk to people every time we're out in the field dealing with cases. We're hoping to rely really on the parents of people here in town to set the example to their families by not purchasing even the Safe and Sane and bringing them into the area, because they are illegal, as Chief Hawkins related to you. We're asking that the parents would be very diligent in assuring that their children do not possess or ignite any type of illegal fireworks. We want you to keep your families and your neighborhoods safe. Remember to obey Riverside County Ordinance 858, because that is specifically what prohibits all fireworks within the county, and it could lead to the issuance of a citation. We encourage you to celebrate independence, but safety should be your number one thought.
Our department deals with a lot of sad situations come July 5th. Several years back, I went out on a call. One of our officers was trying to get a dog that had hunkered down under a sidewalk culvert, and it had dug itself so deep into this culvert, we actually had to have CAL FIRE firefighters come out and break up the concrete so we can retrieve that animal. That's how scared that dog was. And it had only wandered a few blocks from its owner's home. That dog was one of the lucky ones. That dog was still alive. Every year our officers on July 5th and July 6th pick up dead animals because they are so scared they're running through neighborhoods and they get hit by cars, or they just run themselves so ragged that they just die of distress or heat exhaustion. So we want to remind all the dog owners and cat owners and pet owners in general to remember that the 4th of July can be a very stressful time for pets, and so try to avoid being one of the unfortunate pet owners by having to come to the shelter on July 5th to try to find out if your animal is in one of our county shelters.
I have a few statistics mirroring what Chief Hawkins shared from 2011. On average, 8,700 people are treated for firework-related injuries annually. That's a 10-year average. Of those, nearly 400 lose their eyesight in one or both eyes, and over 50% of those injuries are burns. 55% of those injuries are extremities, and 31% are injuries to the head. Because of the typical area burned, even a minor injury that doesn't result in death can lead to a lifelong impact on the victim. Loss of a finger, loss of dexterity or use of a hand can impact work, play, and day-to-day life for these burn survivors. In 2013, 29% of firework-related injuries were children under 15. Our message is simple: all fireworks are dangerous. The best way to enjoy fireworks is at a public display. Never allow children to pick up fireworks after the display. That little memento could cause serious harm. Leave fireworks to the professionals. Do not use consumer fireworks. Fireworks are neither safe nor sane. And always supervise children around fireworks, even the public displays. Never allow children to play with them. And remember, sparklers can burn at over 1,200 degrees Fahrenheit, which is hot enough to melt glass. I believe one of the best ways to understand the devastating and debilitating injuries burns can cause is to hear from a burn survivor. And with that, I'd like to welcome Andrew Maiorano.
This 4th of July is going to mark the 15-year anniversary since I sustained third-degree burns over 13% of my body. Although it wasn't firework-related, the 4th of July is a powerful memory to me and to burn survivors everywhere about the danger of fireworks and the consequences of being a burn survivor. To give a little bit of background about my story, I had gone to a fireworks display at midnight on July 3rd, the night before, with my mother. It had been canceled. We had gone home. I fell right asleep. But about an hour later, my mom woke up to see the entire bottom floor engulfed in flames. Came running into my room. Andy, call 911. The house is on fire. I still have the scar on my ear where I put the phone that day. Eventually, I did try to exit my room to go get my sister. Thankfully, she wasn't in the house. But in doing so, I opened the door to a wall of flame and was burned over my arms, hands, and part of my face. Thankfully, paramedics came to our rescue. I was treated on the scene. I was airlifted out to the Airhead Regional Medical Center, Burn Center out in Colton. I I was in a drug-induced coma for several weeks, had skin grafts, the whole 9 yards, 2 years of occupational therapy. But the worst injury, perhaps, physical injuries heal, but emotional injuries take a little bit longer. So here today, I'm speaking not only as a proud member of the Fire and Burn Foundation Board, but as somebody who 15 years later realizes how important it is to be safe and sound and respect the message you've heard today from these public safety officials. Leave it to the professionals. One small accident can result in a lifetime of consequences. Be safe. Thank you.
Please remember, in Riverside County, safe and sane fireworks are not legal. Also remember that illegal fireworks are just that, illegal. Please hear the statistics that Kylie and I shared and the number of burn victims. When a person's burned and they look in the mirror, it's a reminder, like a video replay of July the 7th, 1989, when they were run over by fire. Thank you very much.